laundry to do, like a lot. Ugh. And so I thought I would come and talk to you guys. Can you see it? While I do all of this laundry, and there's more in the laundry room. It never gets this bad. But here we are. And so I thought to make time go by, I would also answer. I have some questions to answer. Nobody asked me these questions, but that's fine. So let's see here. I think it's so funny when creators are like, so everybody's been asking who Bethany, who's been asking. So anyway, I just took some from some other famous people that I'm sure you guys have been meaning to ask me, but it's just been slipping your mind. So here we go. My morning protein shake. What's something you can share about your co-star Asha that people might be surprised by? Oh, my Asha. That's kind of hard because she kind of puts her whole life out there on the live. Like on the videos that we do, she's very open. That's kind of like the thing with our channel and our videos, is that we're pretty open. So let me think. Ooh, I know one thing that I thought was hilarious that I was surprised by is that she cannot understand British accents. And I was talking to her about Bridgerton season 2. I was watching it and I loved it, and it was the scene where the male lead was like, "You're the object of my desire and the bane of my existence." And I was like, oh my God, Asha. But she's not a lovey-dovey romance girl like that anyway. And that's when she drops this bomb. Like, girl, I can't if there are not subtitles, I can't understand British accents. And then she does like a mimicking of them. And I just thought that was so hilarious, but also pretty iconic because, the people will often say that about like maybe African or Hispanic accents or something. And she's like, I don't understand those colonizers. The blood of Jesus. Okay. So yeah, that's something that even I was surprised to find out sometime last year. Like, what, Asha? That she's like, I don't understand what people are saying. So, question number 2. What is my guilty pleasure? Ooh, okay. What is my guilty pleasure? Let's see. um, Ooh, guilty pleasure. Okay. I actually love, if I have some free time, which is more often now than it used to be, but still not a ton, to just watch kind of like mindless reality television. So I just got done on Netflix watching Surviving Paradise. And then sometime before that, I watched The Trust. And there's just something about the simplicity of it, but it has to be like a competition game. I don't enjoy necessarily just like, I don't know. I want there to be tasks. Like, I love The Mole. I wish I could see, what is it? Is it Traders that has Gabby Wendy and Bob, the drag queen? But I think that's on Peacock. It's on something that I don't have. But I would say that that is actually my guilty pleasure. And even more than just like kind of simple, brainless reality TV, I just realized that I love TV. After getting out of the cult, hey Tariko, good to see you. After getting out of the cult and actually having free time, and then now doing a co-parenting situation, like I feel I have more free time and I get more help now that I'm a single mom, a co-parenting mom, than I did when we lived in the same house. So I am like, I get a whole week, but it's not like I spend the whole week watching TV. I'm like resting, I'm catching up on rest, and then work and all these tasks I didn't do, so that way I could like focus on my son when he was here. But anyway, all of that to say, I found I really enjoy TV, and I found myself in these spaces with like these super high achievers and hustlers and, grinders and productivity maniacs and things like that, and trying to kind of force myself in there. And TV, I feel like, can get demonized. But I'm like, I just like a good show. I just like a good movie. Thanks. Yes, please hit the like button, guys. So that, I would say, is my guilty pleasure. TV, but specifically just mindless, cutesy, reality, like competition reality. I want another season of The Mole. Next question that everyone's dying to know but has just been too busy to ask me, I'm sure. What is a phrase you say way too much? Let's see. What is a phrase that I say way too much? One, I don't know if I say it way too much, but sometimes you don't realize that you say things until someone like mimics you or says it back to you. And I had a friend of mine and a coworker once say, I'm going to use your phrase, "That's unfortunate." I was like, I do say that because sometimes, like, what else are you supposed to say? What else are you supposed to say if someone, like, drops the ball or, like, just this really crappy situation happens? That's unfortunate. Or, I don't know, like, you get in your car in the morning and you're not necessarily running late, but you're just cutting it close. Like, you will make it there right on time, but then you realize you only have like 10 miles worth of gas in your car. That's unfortunate. So yeah, that's my phrase, I guess. That's unfortunate. Next question. What would you want in your next marriage? Like, what am I looking for in my next marriage? You guys are asking me about that? How are you feeling? Kelvin, that's a question someone's asking. I will answer that after this one. You guys asked me what I would want in my next marriage. Well, let's start here. I don't think I ever want to get married again. No, I feel like Lady Danbury. Did you guys watch Queen Charlotte? And she gets proposed to by Charlotte's brother. Totally fine, nice man. And she was like, I can't marry you. I can't marry anyone. And that's how I feel. No, thank you. Because it's so easy to enter an agreement like that, but then it becomes so difficult. You become so enmeshed. It's just paperwork and like technicalities and it could be drama and anxiety. Like, why so difficult to get out of something? We know why they make it difficult to get out, but like, it's too much. And I don't want to feel obligated to stay with someone. I don't want anyone to feel obligated to stay with me. Now, this is not saying that I don't think I could ever be in a long-term loving relationship again. But marriage, no thanks. No thanks. But let's see. What would I want in my next loving long-term relationship? I mean, I think I just want to feel treasured. I want to feel valued. I want to feel helped and supported. I want someone who believes me when I say I'm hurt or when I say I'm happy, or like, I don't know. It's a lot. I'm complicated. I'm complicated and I'm simple at the same time. I just want love and appreciation and mutuality, passion, freedom, fun, and just sweetness, just so much sweetness. And an agreement that like we're in this together, you know? And if problems arise, it's you and me against the problem, not you are the problem or I am the problem. Is that too much to ask? And someone who will play in my hair. That's important. Play in my hair and rub my back. And I'll reciprocate. I will. Okay. Oh, how am I feeling? Kelvin asked, how am I feeling? I don't even know if Kelvin is still here. I'm okay. I am not excited about this this giant thing of laundry that I have to fold. And I have to run around to a couple of grocery stores today. Because I get my little guy back and I got to make sure I have food to feed him, snacks and things. He's a growing boy. So I'm not looking forward to that because I'm not a Zoomer arounder. I'm not a Zoomer arounder. But I'm up. I'm talking to you guys. My community is the best. You guys are fantastic. And so we're doing it. I listened to some Lizzo this morning. I start my day off sometimes with the Pink song from Barbie. When I wake up in my own pink world, I get up out of bed and wave to my homegirl. It's me, I'm the homegirl. Hey Barbie, she's so cool. And so that just kind of gets me in the mood for the day, you know? Get up, we've got important things to do. So I'm in the vibe, you know? I am grateful. I am grateful to be able to do what I need to do. And that's all I can say about that. Am I happy that I have to do these things? No, but I am grateful that I have the ability. And that's what we're going to roll with. My chest is actually feeling a little congested because, as you guys know, I have lots of food sensitivities and intolerances. And one thing is I really have to watch my sugar intake. Not like diabetes or anything, but my body, like I guess white sugar, refined sugar, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. But my body has a reaction to it and I get like inflamed. I produce extra mucus. This might be TMI. And my lungs just feel inflamed. And so I'm feeling a bit congested right now, a bit uncomfortable, a bit sluggish. But I did it to myself. I did it to myself. Every time I overindulge, I know there's a possibility that I won't feel well either later that day or the next day. So this is nothing new. I don't love it, but if I'm really good, I drink a lot of water, maybe take some histamine. Hopefully this feeling will go away in the next couple of hours, and I just need to do better. So that's how I'm feeling, Kelvin. You know, what is it? The troubles persist, but so do I. Let's see here. First time here, I'm already hooked, locked in. Hey, from Atlanta, Georgia, Ray. Oh, that's sweet. So your picture looks like you identify as a man. My mom's name was Ray. It was her middle name. I'm not going to give you guys too much more than that because I don't want you trying to steal my information. And people often thought she was a man because she went by Ray, but that's sweet. She passed in 2016. But I'm happy you're here, Ray. Make sure you subscribe so you can see all my random shenanigans. Let's see. Next on the list of questions that everybody has been dying to ask me, but nobody has had the time. So I'm answering them for you. What's the most outrageous thing you've ever worn? Ooh, good question, guys. A real man. well. Thanks. The most outrageous thing I've ever worn. So Ray, if you didn't know, I was in a cult from 2007 to 2021. I was a freshman at Hampton University and I got sucked into a cult, my man. And so as that being such, modesty culture was through the roof and I would wear a plain, like I had, when it was warm outside, if I had a spaghetti strap dress or a halter dress, wearing a straight up plain white tee under these dresses so my shoulders would not be exposed or something like that. I look back at old Facebook pictures and it's like Are you kidding? It's so ugly. It's so tacky, but anything for purity, anything for modesty. Um, so that was pretty outrageous that I wore that. Is there something else outrageous that I wore? Probably my cult mask. That face. Size is this? Baby's in another growth spurt. Almost trying to buy some new clothes. I don't know. I can't think of anything else outrageous that I might have worn. Oh no, I remember when I was in high school. So I was, my senior year, I was student body president. And I want to put these with the sweatpants, actually. Um, and for the pep rally, I saw these shoes. And now this is my, I guess, even though I wasn't super innocent, still pretty naive. Walmart had these light up shoes. They were clear heels, but the shoes lit up. And I thought immediately that would be perfect for like pep rally day. Now that I'm older, I'm like, girl, those were stripper heels. You bought stripper heels and wore them to your high school, and you danced in them at your pep rally. Oh, I was so excited about them, though. I was so excited about them. So I think that's pretty outrageous, but I didn't know it was outrageous. But now I look back, I'm like, girl, what? Okay. So that happened. That's a real true story of something that I did, something that I wore. Let's see. Next question. What advice would you give to someone who wants to tell their story online? So, I actually have had a couple of people ask me this over the years because, okay, so someone I was getting to know, she described me in such a funny way. She's just like, who is this woman telling all her business online? And I guess that's kind of my shtick, is tell all my business online. Whatever. But I will say, and I've mentioned this a couple of times before, there's a difference between being open and being vulnerable. I am open with information. I am open with the stories that I tell, but I'm not always super vulnerable, you know? Like, there are certain stories, certain experiences that are like, oh, I'm going to keep that close. So I'm going to think through exactly how to tell that. But anyway, yes. So people will come to me and be like, oh, I'm thinking of telling my story online. Oh, I'm thinking of talking about, you know, how my mom was or a narcissist, or my dad was this or that, or I want to tell my cult story, and like, do you have any advice? And so I give some technical advice, some content creator advice, or whatever. But then what I really hone in on is give yourself a day or two to recover afterwards, because it all seems fine and good when it's like, I'm gonna tell my story, I'm gonna share this, it's gonna help people, it's gonna be so cool, I'm gonna have a voice. But then there's like this, it's like a vulnerability hangover, like an exposure hangover, especially on YouTube with long form content, or if you're on like Instagram or TikTok or something, and a short something goes viral or semi-viral, and it's just like this, did I just say that online? What will people think of me? Was I so blunt? Was I that bold? Did I really say that? And you think about it, and it's like, I mean, it's the truth, and I said it with my chest, and I'm not ashamed, but it still is like this reeling feeling. This is a sweatshirt. And that can be a lot. Like when Asha and I first started our videos, we would have to schedule them on Fridays or Saturdays because we couldn't get out of bed the next day, really. And then too, as you're telling the story, and it's something that you might not consider, as you're telling the story, it's like you're reliving it almost. And so emotions that you thought you had worked through or that you had suppressed or whatever or they were dormant because you're not poking at it, you're not opening that wound. Now it's all fresh again. You've relived it because you're telling it, and you want to tell it, and you want to give the detail, and you want to explain how it felt so that the audience who's watching is really getting the gist. But then you're in that place again. And I always try to tell people that, and even if I invite them to speak on our channel, I will tell them that, like, don't plan anything for right after, or don't plan anything maybe even for the first half of the next day after, because you don't know how you're gonna react or respond. And I've had a couple of people who have come on and say, like, oh my god, I was weeping the next day, and that just totally caught me by surprise. So now anybody who asks me, like, what advice do you have, I'm like, excuse me, be gentle with yourself, be slow, give yourself space and time, and just anticipate that this could happen. If it doesn't happen, great, love that for you. But just know that it legit could happen. Let's see, there was another, do I want this with this? No, I don't. How about this with this? So one thing that I do is I, sometimes for myself, but usually for my son, I match outfits together, shirts and pants together on hangers before the start of the week. So that way I don't have to think about it in the mornings. And if he wakes up early enough and he's like, oh, I want this other shirt instead, I'm like, okay, sure, go find another shirt that matches. But if he's like slow to wake up, then I'm like, sorry, there's not time for that today. If you would have gotten up earlier, you could pick a new shirt, but this is the outfit you got to go with. So anyways, let's see. What's Ray saying? I would have danced with you at the prom despite we with other dates. Aw, that's sweet. I danced with a lot of people at prom. So, Ray, I actually didn't have a prom date. Nobody asked me. Nobody asked me to prom. Hey, Ronaldo. I had a couple of guys, ask for a dance. And I danced. We were all dancing around. But I did not have a date. And I have a solo prom picture. And then, but I was talking to a guy from another school. I can't remember if I don't think we were officially dating at that time. But I was talking to a guy from another school, but I went by myself and I felt kind of awkward about it. But as I do, you just put on your face. I'm fine. This is fine. This is great. But by the end of the night, I was totally fine with that because so many of my friends were having drama with their dates. Like, girls were having attitudes, girls were crying, girls were upset because their date was talking to somebody else. And I just was happy. I felt like I dodged a big bullet because it just seemed like there was all this drama over people and their dates. And then though, this one guy that I thought was so cute, and it was like super low key, kind of occasional flirt, but not really. And we didn't really talk much, and he seemed like the quiet type. I don't know. I didn't even know if he even thought of me that way. But then at the prom, at the prom, he was like, Nikita, you don't have a date? I was like, no, I don't have a date. And he was like, I wish I would have known. I would have asked you. What am I supposed to do with that information now, Willie? Oh, that's funny because his name was Willie and the guy that I was talking to from the other school was named Willie. It was me and Willie's. But yeah, I didn't have a date. So, well, thanks, Ray. That's good to know. If I had to do it all again and we were in the same place, you'd ask me to prom. But like I said, would I even want to date now? I don't know, because it just seemed like drama. Drama. Okay, my list of questions. Next. Ooh, what hashtag defines your life? Very creative question, guys. I wonder who submitted that. What hashtag? I think there are two. I think there are two. So the first one that comes to mind is the IYKYK, hashtag IYKYK, which is if you know, you know. And I just think a lot of things that I experience and a lot of things that I post, it could just be very niche experiences, you know? And it's one of those like if you know, you know. If you've been in a cult, you would know. If you cut your mom off, you would know. If your mom was dead, you would know. If you got married in a cult, you would know. If you like just so, if you are in the preschool world for this long, you would know. If you survived preschool world through COVID, you would know. I just think I say a lot of things and I'm learning to be more and more unapologetic. And it's just always with the disclaimer like, if you know, you know. If you don't, keep it moving. Then you don't know. And actually, thank your lucky stars that you don't know. That's honestly a lot of my experiences. Oh, you can't relate? Oh, you think I'm exaggerating? Well, I am so happy life has been so kind to you. Let's see. And then the other hashtag that defines my life is hashtag just a girl. I'm just a girl. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just a single mom that works too hard, that loves her kids and never stops. With the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor. You know, I'm just doing what I gotta do. Look for the end product. Is the path to get there bumpy and messy and maybe a little confusing? Yes, but mind your business, okay? I'm just a girl. I'm figuring it out. It's gonna work out. Yeah, if you know, you know. Let's see. Where's my pajama pile? I don't think I have one right now. Okay, those are my hashtags. Next, ooh, my 20s or my 30s? Hands down, 30s. 30s all day. First of all, I was in a cult in my 20s. So my 20s I would never want to relive. My 20s, there was a recession. I mean, I just feel like there's probably been a recession most of my adult life. So that's a thing. Oh, that's a dog barking outside. My 30s, I feel like I own myself so much more. What's your sign, favorite fruit, and color? Okay. I'm gonna finish answering my 20s and 30s question and I'm gonna answer you, right? Um, but yeah, I just feel so much more secure. I feel more secure in my body. I feel much more secure in my voice and what I know. I'm less fearful. I'm less willing to give my power away to other people. I feel more attractive because I don't care as much about the general like beauty standards. I know that sounds very, very cliche, but it's true. I actually went live yesterday morning, early afternoon, um, to talk about the beauty that I have found in aging and maturing. Like I just love feeling more grounded, more sure of myself. I think 20s felt very like, I don't know, it could be fun in a sense. There's a certain carefree element, and I think that's one thing that I hate um, about the cult is that in a time that was supposed to be so carefree and fun and experimental, I was locked into all these stupid rules and this system, and I'll never get that back. Like, even though I can be grown now and have more money and freedom and whatever, like, I'm never going to be able to be as careless. I didn't have a kid then. I wasn't thinking so much about retirement then. I didn't have um like a career that I was trying to protect, and make sure that my public image is a certain way. If I was gonna do OnlyFans, I would have done it then. If I was gonna dance on a table, I was gonna do it then. And now I can't. Like I have a big girl job outside of social media, and people get let go for less, and um, yeah. So I wish I like the age of Kesha. The age of Drake and Rihanna, Take Care. Not that I'm a Drake stan at all, but that was a bop. Let's see. Yeah, recession pop. When Kanye was still Kanye. Kanye, the original. Oh my God. Let's get lost tonight. You could be my black Kate Moss tonight. Oh, what a time. What a time. But my answer is still my 30s. Okay, let's see, Kelvin. What's my sign? Okay, Kelvin. I'm going to answer. I'm going to answer this, but I want you to know I'm more of a big 3 type girly, a big 6 type girly. So I'm going to tell you my sign, but that's just one side of me, okay? So my sun sign, I am a Cancer. I'm a Cancer. Body built like a dancer. Just kidding. It's not built like a dancer, but it is built like a Cancer. I'm a Cancer. Nas and Outkast bombs over Baghdad. And Caroline. Okay. We could go. We could go track for track. And that's one thing I wish on YouTube, like on YouTube Live, I wish I could play music in the background. I love music, but I'm not trying to get a copyright strike. Um, okay, sign. Favorite fruit. I have two. I love blackberries. Like, excuse me, sweet, ripe blackberries. But I also really, really love fresh cherries. Oh, so good. Let's see. And my favorite color is pink. And I put out a video recently about things that I've learned about myself since separating from my husband. And I learned my favorite color, you know, for years and years and years. Like when I was a small kid, my favorite color was blue. But then I like grew up and it's like, I don't know. I like them all. I don't have a favorite color. But then someone helped me to see you own a lot of pink things. I think your favorite color is pink. And then even my son on a different occasion was like, I got this for you. It's pink. Do you like it? And I was like, oh, how did you know I like pink? And he's like, I mean, I have so much pink stuff. Cancer, do you enjoy the 4th of July? Can we go track for track? Or we can go track for track. I don't enjoy the 4th of July. What to the Negro is Independence Day? Also, I don't like fireworks. It feels like fire's raining down on my head. Like it's just scary. I do like barbecue and grilled food and deviled eggs and being outside. I love you know, yeah. 4th of July, I just don't care so much about though. I just don't care so much about. Sorry, but my birthday is very close to the 4th of July. So, next question. NSYNC or One Direction? Jagged Edge. Jagged Edge. Huh, liberal much. That's very interesting that you said that because I didn't say anything about being conservative or liberal. I just said something about being black. I didn't say anything. So that's your deductive reasoning. Anyway, next. What's next from you? Oh, you guys want to know what's coming next? I'm going to keep putting out content about what it's like being internet famous. And also, I'm DJing. Well, like not for money, but I'm learning how to DJ. I received a gift of a DJ mixing table because I was sharing videos about like different people on TikTok mixing songs and shared that, like, oh my God, this would be so fun to do one day. Because I just love music. I love music so much. And so that's something that I want to do. 2025 is my year for fun. I want to explore what it's like just having more fun. My life has not had a ton of that, like an intentional fun. So I want to do that. And there's a little video, there's one on TikTok, there's one on Instagram where I mixed Don't Walk Away by Jade with Don't Drop That Dun 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 Dun. Don't drop that dun dun dun. Hey, don't drop that dun dun dun. Don't drop that dun dun dun. Don't drop that dun dun dun. Don't walk away, boy. My love won't hurt you, with the bass in the back. So, yeah. Let's see. Love Your Energy. Nope. Silk or Jodeci, then Jagged Edge. I mean, the greats are the greats. And then are we going to talk about LSG? Who's that? Levert, Sweat, and Gil. My money on your money, man. Oh, it's your money, babe. Okay, song, Tyrone. It's written all over your page. You don't have to say a word. Okay, remix. It's just smile, you smile. Y'all are fun. This is so fun. Why didn't become a teacher? Why didn't you become a teacher? Or why didn't I become a teacher? I don't understand the question. You did not just say R. Kelly on my page. Ew, no. Okay, here we go. So we cannot deny that R. Kelly has bops. But I cannot now. Did you watch the Surviving R. Kelly documentary? I can't now. And I know people can say separate the artist from the art. But when you listen to his songs now, it's just so apparent. Like, you were talking about a child. Ugh. But he did. Before it was tainted, R. Kelly, yeah, but now I can't unhear it. And you know what, Tyrone? Do you, my friend. Do you, my friend. I can't. Ronald Isley, the Isley brothers. Yes. Classics. Classics. Homie, lover, friend. I cannot recall. But it just makes me think Usher, John, and Luda had to do it again. But that's just lovers and friends. Oh, my next question is favorite rap lyrics while we're here. So the first one that comes to mind, and these are probably not my favorite, but it's the first one that comes to mind, is give me what you got for a pork chop. She threw it at me like I was a shortstop. Twerking in a fatty girl, hot to top. Then she backed it up for me and let it drop. Make it hot, boing like a bunny. Girl, can I touch you where it's sunny? Why, Chingy? What does any of that mean? What does any of it mean? But at least once a week, I think, give me what you got for a pork chop. I don't know. But that's stuck in my brain. Whatever they put in that song, they did what was supposed to be done. It's stuck in there forever. You smoke and listen to Anthony Hamilton often. Are you in your feelings a lot, Ray? That just sounds like a situation to be in your feelings. Luther Vandross was singing about gay dudes instead of women, but I said, yes, but a lot of gay men engage in consensual relationships, consensual and legal relationships. That's different. Just because it's different from you doesn't mean it's illegal or harmful. It's not the fact that I don't identify with R. Kelly. It's the fact that the acts were heinous. That's the problem. At the Holiday Inn. Say what you doing. Nothing chilling at the Holiday Inn. I loved Chingy. I was a Chingy stan back in the day before being a stan was a thing. Loved Chingy. That video was low-key, high-key iconic too. the rooms and then just kind of floating down the hallways. It was a vibe. You had to be there. You had to be there. Then there's this song by, is it Derek Minor? And is it called Look at Me Now? But it's like, they said I wasn't supposed to be here. Look at me now. I don't know. It's just very much about like overcoming, overcoming and beating the odds. And I love that. And actually listening to that song was the inspiration for me to completely revamp a summer program that I was in charge of because I had moved from an area of running a camp for kids in a more kind of suburban area to more of an urban, not as well to do area that a lot of the kids had like reading challenges or some behavior issues or whatever. And listening to that song, it just really inspired me to provide them with an experience that catered to their strengths, met them where they were at, and helped them to see a vision for what they could be. And I just envision like those kids getting older and being able to like embody that song. Like y'all said I wasn't supposed to be here. Look at me now. So I love that song. I think it's by Derek Minor. But it was just really inspirational. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. You're right in the sense I was agreeing with the chat about separating the hours. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Because you gotta go. I don't know if I know that one. Okay, a towel. Let's see. How do you describe yourself? I don't. I don't describe myself. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Let me take a screenshot. Nope, wrong buttons. There we go. So I'll have the title of that to be able to look up later. I don't describe myself. I'm an experience. Other people can describe me, sure. If I'm going to describe myself, it's mainly how I'm doing in the moment. I am hungry. I am tired. I am excited. I think I described my current state of being. I'm feeling like I need to create something. I'm overstimulated. But if someone were to be like, what are you like? Depends on who you ask. Depends on the time of day. Depends on, are we at work? Are we at the grocery store? Are we out to eat? Before or after I've talked to a lot? I don't know. I am passionate. I am introverted. But I don't. I don't. And so, yeah. What did 6-year-old Nikita think she'd be when she grew up? 6 years old. That's like first grade. Where was I? I was still in Maryland. Yeah. Oh, Florida? Maryland. And it was the 90s. And figure skating was huge. Christy Yamaguchi, my queen. Okay? Everybody was a Michelle Kwan girl. Not me. Always, I was a hipster before hipsters could hipster. I'm just kidding. I never had a hipster phase. But you know those people who are like, I knew them before they were mainstream. I was a Christy Yamaguchi girl. And I always loved to sing and perform. And so I wanted to be a figure skater. Figure skaters, I don't know why figure skating had us in a chokehold in the early mid 90s. But it was like on primetime TV. Why? I don't understand. But I wanted to be a figure skater and I wanted to be a singer so I could skate to my own songs. And it just made sense and it seemed totally possible and totally not weird or self-centered at all to 6-year-old Nikita. So in 1990, you were 10 years old. Okay. Let's see here. Favorite fruit? I was asked already and I answered that, but blackberries and Cherries, fresh cherries. Dream vacation. Mm. My dream vacation. Let's see. This is a little bit of a boring fit. I don't know that I love that for him. So we're not gonna pair those two together. My dream vacation. I want to go to Greece. You want to hear me sing? So here's the thing: I'm not a fantastic singer. I'm like okay, like I can carry a tune. I did chorus middle school all the way through high school. Was like in the advanced chorus class. I did pretty well at like all state auditions, but I couldn't sight read. I think that's the main reason that I did not make it to all state is because I couldn't sight read. I did like a choral clinic at Columbia College. Like love it. I'm a solid you can go search my profile, and I think that's the only video I have of me singing. And I think I was just feeling very called to speak to the world, like we're so divided. Just lean on me. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. Tyrone. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling pressure. Go find the short. Go find the short. Yeah. Oh, dream vacation. I want to go to Greece. And AI is attacking your life. What does that mean? What does that mean? And the fact that AI is so like prevalent that could even be a possibility. The world is in a crazy place. I don't know. And now I have two people here. Is it Tyrone and Ray? Did you guys leave? Did AI kick everybody out? I don't know. Living in 2025 is wild. I don't know what's happening. But I would want to go somewhere very warm. I would like to do lots of lounging, maybe some museums, delicious food, massage, lounging, beautiful scenery, warm, beautiful gowns. Just chill. Just relax. Not too many excursions. I went snorkeling once, and that was like actually surprisingly really, really fun. It glitched. Oh, I wonder if that's what he meant. And is it AI or is it just my internet connection? Oh, well, I'm glad you're here, Ray. I don't know. I just want to be great. I just want to be great. So that's my dream vacation, I guess. Somewhere warm, delicious food, massage, beautiful scenery, Greece or the Caribbean or maybe South America, Colombia. That's ideal. Let's see. What is it like being internet famous? It's surreal. It is surreal. Because, you know, internet famous, it's just weird, like you go someplace and then people are like, have we met? I feel like I know you from somewhere. I'm like, I don't know. Because I don't think that I'm, doing that much or really out there. And they're like, oh my God, Instagram. Oh my God, YouTube. I love you. I'm like, what? That's cool. Now I feel weird because I'm like, is it still glitching? I don't know. We're just going to keep going. Should I exit out and start again? Okay, 3 people are here. I'm wondering if I should exit and then start another one. Huh.